Welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast, the world's leading authority on childcare marketing, mindset, expansion, and profitability. Each episode will feature interviews with the brightest minds in the childcare industry to guide you into becoming a smarter business leader. Our hosts have opened 10 schools while raising 5 children. They are certified business coaches and are the top-selling childcare business book authors of all time. This episode is sponsored by Childcare Genius Marketing. Let Childcare Genius Marketing help you get fully enrolled and fully staffed. Visit childcaregenius.com for more details. Let's welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast our hosts, Brian and Carol Dupre.
Welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast.
We're your hosts, Brian and Carol Dupre. Thank you for joining us today for this exciting episode. Want to remind you that tickets are on sale for our Childcare Genius Leverage Conference. We only have a few left. So if you have not got your tickets yet, got to go get them. I think next week we're going to be closing ticket sales next week, so we're almost sold out. Childcaregenius.com. Go to the conference tab. Select Leverage Financial Conference and get your tickets today, September 29th to October 2nd, Riviera Maya, Mexico. You won't want to miss it. And speaking of Mexico, let's talk travel. So today we're going to be talking all about travel, and that's exciting to us because Carol and I, it's our favorite thing to do. Yep. Is travel. We love that's our recreational companionship that we love to do together. And I met this lady, her name is Alison, back in November on a trip to Curaçao, and she's become our travel agent, and she does all of our bookings, and she is absolutely amazing, very attentive, and gets the job done. And she's booked several of our clients since then. So I wanted to get her on and share her information with you, and as a resource for you if you're booking hotels or transfers or excursions or cruises. She's the person, the point of contact to go to. It's nice to have a one-stop shop for everything that can handle, and she is absolutely amazing. Highly, highly, highly recommended. Company's called Straightaway Travel, so we want to get her to share her information with you.
Let's get Alison on the line. Hi, Alison. Welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast. How are you doing today?
Hi, Carol. Hi, Brian. I'm doing great, and thank you so much for having me. And I get to talk about my favorite thing, which is travel. So
awesome. So Carol and I, we met Alison back in November of last year, and we were traveling to Curaçao, and we were, and that's an island near Aruba, and our first time there, and we were going to Sandals, and we had to take a bus from the airport to the hotel, and the bus was almost full when we got to it, and there weren't any seats together. So Carol and I couldn't sit together. So I ended up sitting with Alison, and Carol ended up sitting in the back of the bus with some people we don't even remember now, right? And I can tell you the truth. I'm pretty of an introvert. I don't talk much, especially to somebody I don't know. But for some reason, Alison and I started talking, and we just got along great. We had it right off, and we talked the entire trip, which is so out of my comfort zone normally. I just, keep to myself normally because I have a hearing impaired. I don't usually talk. I don't hear very well. Thankfully, Alison speaks nice and loud. I heard her very well. And we hit it off. And she found out she was a travel advisor, and she booked travel for people. And I was like, you know what? Carol and I travel quite a bit, and I could use your service. So we've used you now for travel since November, and you've been booked several trips for us. And we're going on a river cruise real soon that you're going to be doing. We'll talk about a little bit that in there. And we figured we're going to have you on because so many of our people travel. We have hundreds, probably thousands of followers now. And these people, they love to travel, especially because with our conferences, they're traveling a couple times a year anyway. Yeah. So I figure I might as well have you on. So tell us a little bit about yourself, what you did before getting into the travel industry, maybe a little bit about your company.
So I'm Alison Meeks, and I am with Straightaway Travel, which is actually based out of the Charlotte area. I myself live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And before officially working in travel, I studied microbiology and molecular genetics. and figured out that I do not enjoy research. So I ended up getting married and we raised our family. And I worked in the retail boutique world for about 20 years as a buyer. And so that was kind of my life leading up to travel. But I have always had a passion for travel. I love planning trips for my friends and my family. And I had the opportunity to do that professionally, and I could not turn that down. So that's how I ended up here.
How long you been doing this, Alison?
So it has been officially just over 2 years now. My team is amazing. We are very close-knit and we have so much fun and travel the world together and learn about the destinations, meet the staff at the resorts. It's a dream come true for me.
Awesome. Love seeing that.
What is popular with travelers now? Where are the hot destinations?
What I have noticed, especially recently, is that people are moving more away from like the mega cruise lines, the huge ships, and they're wanting a little bit more of a bespoke experience. And that's the same with the tours. I have seen more people asking for private tours or boutique cruise lines. River cruising is huge right now, and we actually were able to go to the World River Cruise Expo in Vienna back in March, see 15 river cruise ships. That industry is blowing up just because it is more of a boutique experience. It's a very good way to see destinations, Europe, and even the Nile, Colombia. So it is a booming industry.
Nile, that'd be a cool trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carol and I, we tried to cruise once with our kid back in 2012. So
Not a
we did.
river cruise.
That was not a river cruise. It was a
Caribbean.
North Caribbean, Royal Caribbean, and we just didn't like it. Like it wasn't for us. Too many people and too many people, and it was just too many people, right? It crowded in. It just wasn't our cup of tea because we like small, quiet ourselves. But in talking with you, you kind of talked us into trying a river cruise, which we're trying next month. We're going, and we're excited. We're 30 days. We're 4 weeks from today. Actually, we're going to be leaving when we record this. By the time this episode airs, we'll probably already be back from it. So tell people a little bit about the trip we're going on, just so they can get a feel for what a river cruise is all about. And we're actually very excited about it.
Of course. So the river cruise line you're traveling on is Riverside, which they are a very new river cruise line. They are ultra luxury, high end. They are all butler. They focus on their culinary program. And like I kind of mentioned, bespoke travel is what is hot right now. They take that in river cruising to the next level. And your particular cruise is on the Rhine. Most people either do the Rhine or the Danube for their first river cruise. And the Rhine you'll be going from Amsterdam down to Basel, Switzerland, traveling through Germany. You're going to hit France. Basically, you'll do 4 countries in 7 nights, 8 days. What's really cool about a river cruise is you only unpack once. Whereas a traditional land tour, you have to pack up and then bus or train to your next destination. And so every 2 to 3 days, you're packing up and unpacking. With the river cruise, you unpack once and you're on your floating boutique hotel, and they take you right to the center of the city. So you basically can just walk off that ship and you're right there in the city, unlike ocean cruises, where they typically port a good distance away from the city that you're visiting. So again, you have to get off and then you have to bus to the city that you're there to visit. So it is very easy. You can hop on, hop off, and do excursions or just wander the city and get lost in it. Not literally, but explore. They'll make sure you don't get lost. But it's a wonderful experience. And in the past, I feel like it has been tagged as something for only retirees. currently we are seeing more and more younger people wanting to experience river cruises, and they are answering that demand by offering more active excursions. And I think the food has become very interesting. You don't have the traditional North American only menus. They bring in wines and beer and create dishes that are exclusive to each area you're traveling. And so you truly do get to take in the areas that you're visiting on a river cruise.
Interesting.
Wow, that's exciting. Can't wait.
I'm excited because we planned a trip to Europe and we were going to basically live out of a backpack and on a, one train to another. So this is going to be much nicer.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear what you think of it. I want a report when you get back.
Absolutely.
For sure.
We're spending a day in Amsterdam before we get there, but then we're spending 5 days in Switzerland at the end, which is going to be nice because it's a beautiful country. So we're looking forward to it. We'll probably have an updated maybe podcast episode next year, give you a refresher of it. But it's just nice to try something different. We're used to going to sandals and just laying on a beach. This will be a different kind of vacation for us, where we actually get to walk around and see history and see Europe. And I've never been to Germany, and I've been to Switzerland, and I've been to Amsterdam, and I've been to France, but Germany, we have to have 3 nights in Germany, which is nice. So it'd be nice to see different things. So we're excited.
Yeah.
It'll be fabulous.
What are some things that you can help childcare owners and directors with regards to travel bookings?
So what I do is I help streamline everything for my clients. Your clients work very hard. They're business owners and they work hard for their vacations. And the last thing that you want your vacation to be is stressful, whether it be the planning, sorting through, thousands of all-inclusive resorts, trying to figure out which one's the right one for you, or just destinations, cruise lines, tours, Europe, Africa, just finding the perfect vacation for them. And I can take care of everything from helping you find the best flights to booking everything for you, your transfers, your excursions, even dinner reservations, and make sure everything is on schedule. Make sure you don't miss payments. I take care of all of that for you. And I also help to make sure that you don't get stuck in any. We've had a lot of issues with scams in the travel industry lately. Just with AI, it's very easy to create a website that mimics perhaps a website that you would recognize. And we unfortunately have heard horror stories about people getting taken advantage of that way. So we have relationships with these companies and with the management, and they love us to work with people because they're prepared, and we introduce our clients to the management before they arrive and do everything we can to make sure they have a seamless, wonderful experience.
That's awesome. So what are your favorite 3 places you've ever been to?
Oh, I have so many, but I think I'm gonna reach into some more recent travels. The first one, we had to pivot from a tour in Spain and ended up doing the Canadian Rockies, which was not on my bucket list. It should be on everyone's bucket list. Banff is gorgeous. They have the glacial lakes there and just the Canadian Rockies, Lake Louise. It's amazing. We got to walk on an ice field, the wildlife. It is a stunning, stunning place. And I didn't know that I wanted to go there until I did. So I always encourage the Canadian Rockies. Of course, I love Europe. I will say I knew I was going to love Vienna. The city that surprised me was Budapest. Budapest, Hungary, again, was never on my list. I fell in love with that city, and I'm going back in December, and I can't wait. It's amazing. And third, well, Curaçao. I love the Caribbean. I had never been to Curaçao. I didn't know anything about Curaçao, and it is in the Dutch Antilles, and so it's not a traditional Caribbean island. It's a European Caribbean island. I've been twice now. Look forward to going back again soon. I recently just got my diving certification there, which was really exciting. And the diving there, I believe there are 58 diving sites in Curaçao alone. So if you're a scuba diver, that is a great location. And there's some gorgeous resorts there.
Wow, that's a good list.
Yes.
I like that. We agree
diverse.
with you on the Curaçao.
It's a good diverse list.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Are there any special travel deals going on right now?
So, what I always encourage people, especially if they're wanting to cruise, that's an industry in particular where the earlier you book, the better price you're going to get. You always get the best prices with cruises right when they come out because the price increases as the ships fill up. So, with cruises, I would say early is always going to be a good deal. Something exciting that we're doing is 4 of us from the agency have chartered the Alma Magna, which is the ship right behind me. And this ship is with Alma Waterways. We are chartering the entire ship, so it will be just us and our friends, families, clients. And we are doing a 7-night Danube River cruise from Budapest to Vilshofen, Germany. It's very exciting. It is a huge undertaking. We have great prices, so I have to plug that deal. That's a good deal. And also, typically around January and February is what's called wave season, where almost all suppliers will put out their new promotions. And January, February, always a great time to book for the following year.
Yeah, that's good special right now, and that cruise sounds interesting. I'd like to go to Budapest myself. That looks like a great city. So
it's amazing, and that's Budapest right behind me too. So there you go, the Alma Magna in Budapest.
Awesome. So if someone needs help booking travel, Alison, how do they reach you?
I am very easy to get a hold of. I can be reached at my email, which is Alison@Straightaway Travel. So Alison with 1L at straightawaytravel.com is my email. I can also be reached by text or phone call, which I can leave that for you to put below in the comments. I can be reached on social media, messaging there. Alison with Straightaway Travel on Facebook and Alison_Straightaway Travel on Instagram. So either way, I can be reached whatever way is the easiest and most convenient.
All right. So if you're listening and you want to book some travel and you want to at least have a travel agent on speed dial, so to say, that a thing nowadays? Probably not, right? Now it's just a push button.
Well, there's favorites.
Favorites. Okay. Yeah. Alison's one of my favorites because she is always there to help me out. And I got to tell you, Alison, you're the most responsive travel person I've ever met. So I'm giving a personal plug to you because you've been amazing for us. So I highly recommend using Alison at Straightaway. And I've met other people with Straightaway Travel, and this organization is fantastic. So we highly recommend them. So if you want to book a cruise, you want to book a hotel, you want to book some excursions, whatever you need, contact Alison. You'll be well taken care of. She definitely does it. And you've done it for several of our clients as well, arranged some travel and some transport. So you've done well. I've never heard nothing but great things. So keep up the good work. Looking forward to letting you know how our cruise went. We're excited about it. And want to thank you for taking time to share a little bit about Straightaway Travel and about yourself to our listeners today.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for listening. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm getting excited about the cruise now, aren't you?
Yes, very much.
It is. It's going to be exciting.
Hey, I didn't realize that they had meals from the areas that we were visiting.
Yeah, I actually remember her
nice.
telling me that. So almost like a local feel. Every day we're going to be like eating on the boat.
Yeah.
Meals that were, it's like you went to a local restaurant, which is going to be exciting. So it's definitely going to be different than going on the ocean cruise with the buffet, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I did not like.
No,
so
we're not buffet people.
No, not for sure at all. So, but we're excited. And like I said, if you if you want to give her a shout, her information's down below in the show notes here, and you can reach out to her. And want to thank you for taking time out of your life to listen to the Childcare Genius podcast. We appreciate you being on today.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss a future episode of the Childcare Genius podcast. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Childcare Genius podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please do us a favor and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a future episode. Don't forget to visit our website at childcaregenius.com to see a list of services we offer to help grow your childcare business. Until next time, thank you for being a part of the Childcare Genius community.